We've been publishing on and off pretty consistently for more than 130 years. You have to go back to 1928 to find the last gold medal in central Massachusetts. So this is an extraordinary achievement, Nikki. Second, for me personally, it's an extraordinary moment, and I'm going to blow Chris Allen's cover. Like Chris, I am the parent of a student from the class of '89. You make us all very, very proud. Let me turn it over to Dave Nathan.
As you all know, Nikki brought home an Olympic memento from Japan, and I received mine the other day in the mail, but I couldn't wear it around my neck. It was a phone bill. You see, Nikki and I worked together on her Olympic diary that appeared in the Telegram and Gazette throughout the games. Nikki would call me collected home early in the morning, which was late at night in Nagano. She'd give me the number where she was, and I'd call her right back. In those 2 weeks, I learned a great number of things about Nikki. She's superstitious, she likes shopping, she loves meeting people, but most of all, I learned about her devotion to her friends and her family. Although us hard-boiled journalists are supposed to remain objective, I found myself rooting hard for Nikki to win, not just because of her local ties, but to me, she represented what the Olympics are about: overcoming adversity, persevering, not being afraid to dream.
I know.
So Nikki, I want to thank you for letting us at the T&G share your Olympic glory and letting us share it with our 250,000 readers in Central Mass. Congratulations.
This is the front page we published the morning after her gold medal.
Only in Westborough. Now from the Middlesex News, Brian Milligan.
Nikki, I was driving down here today, and I brought my two little boys. They're 3 and 4. They wanted to meet you, and they asked me along the way if Nikki Stone was going to show us how to ski. I explained to them that Nikki Stone has already showed us how to ski. She showed us how to be a winner, how to be courageous, how to be brave. We're all very proud of you. I remember being at the Middlesex News early one morning, and Mark Murphy was on the phone to Nagano. He was talking to you. When he got off the phone, he explained that we had a new gold medalist, Nikki Stone, and here it is, February 18th. We're all very proud of you. We cheered for you that morning in the newsroom, and we've been cheering for you ever since. Congratulations.
And finally, Bob Manning from Coca-Cola of New England.
Thank you very much. Nikki, on behalf of Coca-Cola of New England, and we have a local bottling plant right here in Westborough, I'd like to present to you a 1998 limited edition ladies gold watch. When I first spoke with the manufacturer, they said, "Bob, there's no problem. I can get you that watch in 3 days. I have it in silver." I said, "Look, I'm presenting this to a gold medal winner." He fell dead silent for about probably 30 seconds to a minute and said, "Bob, I'll get you the gold watch." And it arrived yesterday, and it gives me great pleasure to present this to you, Nikki.
As you can see, we've had a lot of businesses, a lot of local businesses that have joined in sponsoring the Nikki Stone event. And if you look at the back of your program, you can see how many of the local businesses have been sponsors under the very able leadership of Paul Williams, who's the president of the Westborough Northborough Chamber of Commerce. But a day like this is only possible because of the hard work, creative energy, and the community spirit of the great people of Westborough who can put on a parade in 3 weeks, put on a reception, put on a absolutely winning day. And I'd like to recognize a few of them for their leadership. First, for organizing an incredible parade with God's good graces is George Barrett, Billy Mickle, and Charlotte Bramley. Also making sure that the school kids would march, and every single one of them did, I think. I want to thank Maureen Zalubis, Nancy Spitulnik, and Joe Mawiney. And finally, for the very fine reception that we had in the cafeteria, Wendy Mickle, and for this award ceremony, Jody Ross. So without that, thank you. Now we have a very special tribute for Nikki. Her good friend, a neighbor, Whitey Karosky, who is a close friend of her family and father of Nikki's best friend, Allison Karosky, has put together a very moving tribute of the highlights of Nikki's career. So we'd like you to watch as on video you'll see Whitey Karosky's tribute to Nikki, Nikki Flies to the Gold.
I just wanna fly. Put your arms around me, baby. Put your arms around me, baby. I just wanna fly.
Last week in Nagano, our next guest won a gold medal in freestyle aerials. Look at this. This is just nuts. You shouldn't be allowed to do. Look at that. Well, there you go. Won a gold medal for that. Landed that amazing triple somersault. Please welcome Olympic champion Nikki Stone. Nikki, good night. Now, I want to tell you, that's a very impressive thing. Boy, congratulations. You look happy. You look like an Olympic champion, and good for you, good for your family, good for the country. Where are you from, by the way?
I'm originally from Westborough, Massachusetts.
Is it? And at what point did you learn that you were good at doing that kind of thing? At what point did you start doing that kind of thing? And what happened? What, was somebody chasing you? Why did you? You know, how did that happen the first time?
I used to ski recreationally, and I did gymnastics, and I saw it on TV, and I said, that's the sport I want to do.
Right. It's a very dangerous thing to be doing, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess the first time I saw it, I said, those people are crazy, so I'm not surprised when everyone says it to me now.
Yeah. But how do you train for this? Because you can't just go out and say, okay, I'm going to try now, I'm going to ski into a triple flip. You can't start there, can you? You can't even start with a single flip. Where do you do your training?
We train in Lake Placid, New York, and Park City, Utah, and we go off plastic ramps into a pool of water. And the first time we start out is with bungees over a trampoline. So if you'd like to come up and try, you have an invitation
I'm
now.
there, dude. What I mean to the uneducated eye or somebody watching this, it just looks like we have relinquished the laws of physics. It looks like gravity no longer applies. And then you start thinking, well, how do they keep from killing themselves? Because if you miss a landing, you just screw up your back or something, don't you?
I actually have a back injury, and it's actually from too many landings. And doctors told me I might not be able to jump again, and if I did, it would put me 2 years, which would have been after the Olympics. And I wasn't going to take that. I wasn't going to accept it, so I built up the muscles in my back to help support my 2 discs that I injured, and I came back and I won a gold medal.
Yeah. How did you celebrate then when you won your medal?
We actually celebrated by doing interviews.
After her first jump, she stayed in first with that one, showing the form which was made her the top-ranked freestyler in the World Cup circuit this season, but she had to wait for the final 3 athletes to jump before she knew for sure. None could top her, and the woman who finished 13th in Lillehammer 4 years ago finished first today. She won the gold medal.
I
I can't even believe it. Gosh, gold medal. It's my dreams, everything I've dreamt up since I was 5 years old. I was in a gym saying, I'm going to go win a gold medal someday, and I can't believe it. I can't believe this. It's amazing. I'm just so happy. I'm so happy, and I'm so happy my family are here, my boyfriend's here, and everyone rooting the U.S. on. It's so great. Hi to everyone at home. I love you all.
Let's go back to the jump. We have a run from your first jump. You can see the whole run tonight on prime time. A quadruple twisting triple back somersault.
Yeah.
How do you take us through this jump? How do you?
It's busy. Oh, this is Nikki.
This is Nikki. Okay, Nikki, tell us about this jump.
On my last jump, this is the triple. I'm doing a lay, tuck, full there.
Oh.
And on that last twist, you can see the ground. I saw it. My coach yelled.
Now, don't you, Mom?
Yes, I do. I had the two most recent American gold medalists, Eric Burgess and Nikki Stone.
Congratulations, folks.
From Nagano, the Olympic aerial skiers amazed us as they twisted and torqued their way through the air, and nobody was more outstanding than gold medalist Nikki Stone. Take a look at what she did in Nagano. Man, thanks for coming in. Congratulations. That is something. Wow.
Thank you for having me.
When did you know that you'd won the gold medal? Was it during the competition itself?
I actually, after I had done that jump, I thought I had won, and then I realized, there's one girl left, a Chinese girl, and I was so concentrated on what I was doing that I didn't know what anyone else had done.
I read in your high school, about your high school yearbook this afternoon, in which I believe they said you were the most accident-prone of your graduating class. True?
It's true. I had a lot of injuries growing up. I did gymnastics and I skied recreationally, and I would kind of push myself sometimes in gymnastics. And
I sat here in these bleachers and watched all the seniors accept their diplomas on this stage. I remember being particularly impressed by one of the graduates. He grabbed his diploma, dashed to the edge of the stage, and proceeded to do a front flip off the stage. I was so impressed that I decided I'm going to leave high school making myself known and remembered the same way, with a great finale and a great senior superlative. Well, 3 years passed, and now I was a senior. The results were in. The votes for superlative have been cast and tallied. So what do you think? Most accident-prone.
Aerial skiing is one of those sports that you might not be too familiar with unless you know someone who's involved in it. And that's the case for the folks here in Westborough who've been following Nikki's career for years. And as you can see from that giant good luck sign, they'll be rooting for her as she goes for the gold in Nagano.
Congratulations, Nikki. Westborough High School will never forget you, and we are very, very proud of you.
Obviously, we're all proud here at Westborough High of Nikki Stone, and I think her legacy may be that she has set an example for all of the female athletes and for athletes in general that if you set your goals high enough, you can achieve tremendous success.
Nikki's leadership qualities, again, a lot of students playing with us would look to her for encouragement and rah, rah, rah.
Her dream to become an Olympic skier began in the 3rd grade, she told the children. And she gave us the flag that she carried in the closing ceremonies at Lillehammer as a reminder to the 3rd graders that if you're ever feeling discouraged, if you're ever thinking that your dreams won't come true, if you're having a bad day, take a look at that flag and remember that 3rd grade dreams do come true. Her dream started in 3rd grade.
And I know that one boy in particular said he had Nikki's autograph from when Nikki came to 3rd grade at Hastings 4 years ago, and he hoped, now that she's coming back to town as a gold medalist, he hoped to get her autograph again.
Nikki Stone is an aerialist skier. She skis off jumps and does flips, jumps, and tricks on skis in the air. Nikki Stone lives in Westborough, Massachusetts. She is rated #1 in the world for women's aerial skiers. She will be at the Olympics in Nagano, Japan. Watch for her on TV and in the newspaper. We will be cheering for her.
Skier Nikki Stone is one of the fortunate ones, and as she took her place for her first jump today in the freestyle aerial finals, her parents, Dick and Nancy, stood with the crowd at Azuna Kogan. A lot of times at these huge Olympic competitions, those closest to the athletes, the family members and friends, can't get close enough to the action. But in the case of Nikki Stone's parents, Nancy and Dick, they've chosen to be anonymous, lost in a sea of people and also lost in a bundle of nerves. As that big moment approaches, and she's standing up there.
I have to decide whether I want to watch or not, or whether I just hide my head.
The skiers get only 2 chances to jump, and with high winds on the course causing the 2 athletes just before Nikki to postpone their jumps, Dick and Nancy were understandably tense. Nancy got so wound up watching her daughter that she had to leave her seat. And then came the first jump.
Nikki Stone, her first jump, she chooses a triple twisting, double back somersault. Not an easy trick. Not many of the women do this trick. She'll be doing 2 flips with 3 revolutions. Off the jump, she comes a full twist and wraps up the double full and nails it. This is very nice, nailing her first jump. That's what she needs to do. A little pressure is off her shoulders right now. Nikki Stone very happy. That's what the judges like to see there. Really nice form, a 98.15. That is a fantastic first jump, and Nikki Stone is in the lead.
Nikki's score of 98.15 was the best of the first round. She needed only to land her second jump in order to medal, a fact that in no way lessened the pressure on her parents.
Nikki Stone on her second jump, choosing a lay tuck full, a single twisting triple back somersault. Watch the separation here, a lay, tuck, full. That's what the judges like to see, and she hits it. That's exactly what she needed to do. Put that on her feet. That could wrap up a gold medal for Nikki Stone. No American has ever medaled in the freestyle event of inverted aerials, much less a gold medal. We'll see what the judges think here about Nikki Stone's jump, 193.00. She's in first place.
The Stones made their way down to see their daughter, knowing she was assured of at least a silver medal. But the last jumper to compete was also the one with the best chance to overtake Nikki's score, China's Nan Zhu.
Nan Chu can do it. She's done that score before.
We'll sit back, watch this final competitor, and try to enjoy it.
Nan Zhu needs a huge jump here to pull ahead of Nikki Stone. She needs to hit next to a flawless jump. She chooses a double twisting double, flawless in the air, a little back on the landing. She may not have overcome Nikki Stone's score. That landing may have cost her the gold.
When the scores came in, the results were easy to decipher by Dick and Nancy's reaction.
What can you possibly be going through right now? I'm just thinking of the American flag raising and the anthem playing for her. I'm going to lose it on that one.
Nancy?
You don't believe it, huh?
Trace Worthington had a chance to talk with America's newest Golden Girl.
On fire. I am just so happy. Seriously, I don't think it's hit me. I really don't. I'm shaking, I'm crying, I'm laughing. It's awesome. I want to thank my family, first of all, my mom and dad. I want to thank my boyfriend, Michael, everyone back home, my grandmother, grandfather, my friend Allison from home, all my family and all my friends. Hi, everyone. I love you all.
Medal ceremony for Nikki Stone.
baby. Put your arms around me, baby. I just wanna fly. Put your arms around me, baby. Put your arms around me, baby. Yeah.
And now our own gold medal champion, Nikki Stone.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I promised if I wore mascara today I wouldn't cry, and what happens? I start crying again. This means so much to me. I'm so impressed by it all. Everyone here has been so great. I guess I've come a long way since most accident prone. About 21 years ago, I moved here to Westborough, and the first day I went over to the sales school. My mom already got mad at me about that. If you'll bear with me for a minute, there's a lot of people I want to thank because this is a remarkable day. I still can't believe this whole parade, this whole day is for me. I want to thank everyone who sent letters and emails. I do intend to get back to everyone. It's going to take a while, but it means everything to me. It really does. It helped me win the medal, and it helped me celebrate everything when I came home. I want to thank everyone that was involved in the parade and the whole day. In particular, Chris Allen and her whole steering committee. She's done so much for this day, and it's really remarkable. I want to thank George Barrett, Bill Mickle, Wendy Mickle, Jody Ross, Joan Bentley, Paul Williams, Jim Malone, and John Minardi. And there's a whole list of more people that I'd like to thank. Believe me, I'd love to get all your names in, and even everyone that came out to watch the parade and come here today. It's great. I really love all the support. I'd like to thank all the Westborough school departments. Everyone's been great, in particular Maureen Zalubis and Joe Mawiney. I'd like to thank all my friends from Westborough, gymnastics, skiing, and school. In particular, Lori Rydell, Nancy McTighe, Dan Hemberger, Rick Allen, Mike McDougall, Scott Cetera, Steve Cadigan, Dave Lanzetta, Julie Hopkins, Mike Demers, Steve Tompkins, Chris Stevens, Ginny Ricker, and from Utah, Jeremy and Christian Spencer. There are a lot more friends I do have, and I thank you all. I'm sorry I couldn't get everyone's name in. I also want to thank everyone who had faith in me and helped me bring home this medal. I have a few people that I'd like to give a special thanks to, and if first I could have Chris Hanna stand. Chris is my agent, and I'd like to thank him for taking a chance at representing me when my back was bad and helping me with all my interviews and future endorsements, and I will thank you in advance for everything that's going to come of this. Allison Krosky, if you could stand for a second. I'd like to thank Allison for helping me put this whole day underway. It was her idea to start it all off, and I want to thank her for helping me through the really miserable days. Allison and I kept in contact when my back was bad, and I want to thank her for being the best friend that anyone could ever ask for. Allison's overcome a lot of great things herself, and you deserve a gold medal for all that. Michael, you could stand. This is Michael Spencer, my better half. I'd like to thank you for sticking with me through the good and bad days, and for believing in me when I had a hard time believing in myself. I know that as long as you're with me, I know I can conquer and do anything. And last, but by no means least, I'd like to thank my parents, if you guys could stand. I'd like to thank my whole family, and particularly my mom and dad. They were always supportive of me, no matter what I chose to do. They were always there, taking me to gymnastics, driving me up to meets, and I couldn't have done this. This medal is partly theirs as well.